Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Marisa.
I'm Mariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for strong language and mature themes.
If you would like your language not strong and not mature, that's what we say, then head on over to her very own podcast, Unlocked, where they talk about people and things. No, they talk to people and things. They talk to things, too.
You know, they probably do. Maybe. I do not know.
So, Furby, what's the... What have you heard about Midnight in Salem?
Oh my god, that's how we're gonna get all of our news now on from Midnight in Salem. Someone buy a Furby really quick. And then, no, we need to ask a Magic 8 Ball.
Magic 8 Ball, yeah. Ouija board.
Yes.
Tell me what the hell's going on Midnight in Salem. Unsure. Damn it.
Redfoot Blue. Wait.
I think you're using the wrong
right
board.
Foot. I said Redfoot. So, Ariana, what are we talking about today?
Oh, this is going so well.
This is going super well. Just as a reminder, because people who aren't here, I have a fever, so this isn't going to make much sense. But that's okay. So, Ariana, what are we talking about today?
Well, today we're not making any sense anyway, so what's it matter? Today we're talking crackpot theories. Too crackpot, too theory.
Yeah! Which doesn't work as well as Too Fast, Too Furious, but I like it anyway, so we're going with it.
We're going with it.
Someone in our survey, in the place where they were supposed to suggest a game to see on the channel, suggested we do more crackpot theories on the podcast, and... You know, it was ingenious of them to use that to suggest, podcast stuff. So I'm like, you know what? Sure.
All right, man.
So we're gonna do more crackpot theories because crackpot theories are fun.
They are.
And sometimes I just say words and they sometimes make sense.
Sometimes.
My first one, though, has facts, and
she's very committed to this one, you guys.
It has.
I have been hearing about it all week.
There's proof behind this one. So, I was playing Creature of Kapu Cave, okay, guys? And Pua Mapu killed her mother, and Mike Mapu was only in debt and had to do all of the crazy shit in Creature of Kapu Cave because he had to hire people to cover it up. Why else was he in debt to some very bad men? Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. So, she says, in the game, Pua is talking to Frank. And she's like, or one of the party boys, I don't remember which one. But he's like, where's your mom? And she's like, oh, you know, she died when I was 10. And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And she's like, yeah, but she never let me surf. And she wouldn't have liked what my dad's doing now. So really, my mom's death was the best thing that could have happened to us. Like, that's paraphrased.
Like, there's being Pollyanna, and then there's that level of sociopathy.
So it's like, Pua Mapu, at 10 years old, killed her mother. Like, that is all I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Pua Mapu just murdered her mother.
Hammer to her mother's skull.
Exactly. That's exactly how I see it. It's just like, bam. And then Mike Mapu just loves his daughter so much that now he's just spending all this time just trying to cover it all up. And that's why she's the one pushing him to do all of this stuff. You know? She's like, no, Dad. We have to go through with it. And he's like afraid of her. She's like, she's so small and everything. But he's like afraid of her. Why is he afraid of her? Because she fucking killed her mom at 10. Who knows what she's capable of? And now she's been surfing all the time. So like she's way buffer. What could she do now? Mike Mapu knows. Mike Mapu fucking knows.
Although so I feel like
terrified
Mike
of her.
Mapu is like 500 pounds. He could just sit on her.
Yeah, but he loves her so much that he could never harm her.
Well, it's fine. Just wait till she's asleep and then just kind of suffocate her by laying down.
No.
It's fine.
No, he could never do it. So that's why he's just, you know, that's my That's not even just, like, a complete crackpot theory. That has, like, evidence. There are evidence and facts in the text.
Yes.
So that's mine. You have one that also has some evidence to back it up.
I do. I mean, it's crazy person evidence, but it's evidence nonetheless. We were talking in the chat while I was finishing up Captive Curse last night. And I have come to the conclusion that Renata is a ghost.
Yeah.
She shows up whenever these sorts of things happen because her sister was abducted and murdered by a man using fear of the monster as a cover. So she wants to make sure it doesn't happen to anyone else. So whenever there's things that start acting up, suddenly there she is, and then people then associate her with bad things happening because she has to show up. But she's like Nageki, okay? She's not even 100% sure of what she's doing, but she knows that, she's got to tell this story. And so she's a storyteller so that she can show up and be like, here's the story. Don't go into the woods. Don't let this happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once you return the scarf to her.
That was good. That was some actual closure so she gets to
move on.
Be free.
Whereas you don't have to return the scarf to her, because I never found the scarf on my playthrough.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so if you don't return the scarf to her, then obviously she's condemned to roam the earth for all eternity.
Oh my god!
So that's the bad ending for Renata. But if you return the scarf to her, she's able to move on in the end.
Oh, good.
Obviously.
Isn't there a bad ending with Nageki where he's stuck there or something?
I cannot remember. I do not... No, there's no bad ending with Nageki.
There's just Nageki ending.
There's just Nageki ending. Have you not gone... Never mind, I'll talk to you afterwards about that. But I like it. It's got some... Yeah. It's got some evidence. There's some evidence there. She's wearing that outfit for some reason.
Yeah, right? She's just... I don't know.
I like everyone else is wearing those outfits because Marcus makes them.
Mm-hmm.
Why
she just wanders around in that? And there is no such... Like, people aren't just storytellers anymore. You don't just wander around spreading stories, like, as a profession.
I mean, yeah, not as much.
People do it as a social thing, not as a...
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of ghosts.
Okay.
I'm taking this... Someone said this, something similar to this on our alternate endings.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, the YouTube of our alternate endings episode.
There you go.
And I'm taking this, and I'm taking it as a crackpot theory. Charlotte never died. Charlotte is alive. In Ghost of Thornton Hall, Charlotte never died. The building burnt down, and everyone assumed she was dead. And she went, well, fuck. And she was always going to come back and be like, okay, I'm not dead. But then everyone just kind of kept doing things. And she felt freer without having to be in charge of the family fortune. Yeah. Because she had that weighed so heavily on her mind, being in charge of the family fortune, especially knowing how the fortune had been made, the deaths of so many people and all that. And the blood of so many people. So she just kind of took it as a way to go, oh, okay, I'm free, and left.
I like that. It's much happier. It makes me feel a little better about Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte just went, oh, I'm free from the family, faked her own death.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, that sucks for Harper.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Charlotte was free.
Yeah.
And in a not dead way.
Yeah. It's good.
So, there's another one. There's another theory for your hat.
How did you know that's where I keep my theories?
It's like a theory.
In my tinfoil hat.
It's a
feather.
Like
a feather in your cap.
In your cap. So, So that's as many as we wrote down. Ariana, let's start coming up with more.
Okay. All right. Give me a second.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. Message in a Haunted Mansion. There is more to that house than we see. there's an entire underground area that's like all saloony, but it was like where she had her illicit activity, and so she like let whole what's her name?
Applegate.
Lizzie, yeah.
I was like, I remember the last name.
Lizzie Applegate. She had, so actually, I don't know. Damn it. I'm trying here. She kept up the criminal activities in some way. I don't know.
Okay. I like it. It's a thing. You tried.
I really did.
You tried. Crackpot theory. Last train to Blue Moon Canyon. Tino Balducci actually knew what was going on the entire time. And he was just trying to bungle everything because he wanted to stop Laurie Gerard from doing anything bad. Like, he thought if he could, like, lead her astray from where she was going, she wouldn't, like, do anything. She wouldn't, like, become the culprit, you know? He knew he still cared about her. And he was just like, I don't want her doing any of that stuff. So, he's like, if I just try to lead her over in this other area, maybe she'll give up and just be frustrated and think that it doesn't actually exist and she won't get caught up in any of this. So he really just tried to save her.
He tried so hard.
But, in Wife of a Bicycle Creek, he has no idea what's going on. He doesn't know why he got hired on that at all. But Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, he does know what's going on. He's just trying to save Laurie from herself.
He's well-meaning. Yeah. Okay. Crackpot theory. But I think that Fiona Malloy was actually raised by fairies.
Yes.
I think that she was taken in by the wee folk.
Yeah.
And they raised her. I mean, she's gotten to be pretty old for being a feral thing. I mean,
like, they say she was raised by like a bog hermit or something.
They say that for a little while they looked out for her, but died pretty soon after. So I'm thinking that the good folk, the good people, took care of her.
Took over from there. Mm-hmm. Exactly. I agree. And that's why when at the end of the game, when Nancy's like, she's actually a very intelligent woman, and blah, 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 it's like, yeah, she's got the Fae knowledge.
Yeah.
Definitely. I agree.
Yeah, and that's why they decided to come in, because they actually were what gave her father the knowledge that they did. But see, the thing is, they gave him the knowledge without, like, helping him figure out how to use it right. So that's why he used it to, like, make freaking explosive devices,
Yeah, and they were like, ugh. And that's why they caused the explosion to happen, because they were like, he's using this the wrong way.
Yeah.
And the Fae are very vindictive, so
they really
if you take a gift that they give you and you use it improperly, then, they'll punish you for it. So that's what they did. Agreed. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Crackpot theory. Let me take a game that we don't ever talk about. Let's think. What are games we never talk about? Trail of the Twister, we never talk about.
That's true.
It's because it's a bad game.
It's not a good game. There's no room for theories, really, in that game.
No. Let's think. Trail of the Twister. Crackpot theory. The prairie dogs are actually trying to tell you that Scott is the bad guy. And that's why he wants you to move them.
He speaks prairie dog, but Nancy doesn't.
That's why we don't do crackpot theories about Trail of the Twister. Because this is the level of crackpot theory I can come up with for Trail of the Twister.
Yeah, well.
I mean, you could probably come up with something about Pa, maybe.
Probably.
But I came up with prairie dogs.
Prairie dogs it is.
They're just trying to tell us. and we just vacuumed them up. Scott is Pa's estranged son. Yes.
Oh, I see.
And
Take cheerful Pa, and then, like, ever grouchy Scott.
Oh my god. And then Scott sabotaged the siren system.
Oh my god.
And killed Ma.
Jesus. Scott is grumpy because he killed his own mother.
Yes. Bam. Thanks,
wow.
Nicole the Pickle. You came in there, saved me from my from my prairie dogs. Rihanna, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn now?
Yeah.
Gee, thank you. Ariana, your theory can't always be that someone's an alien. You've already decided that there's somebody who's an alien in every game.
It's true. You have.
Oh, okay. I had one. Okay. Crackpot theory. Abdullah.
Okay.
Is actually possessed with the spirit of a pharaoh.
Oh.
That's why he acts like a crazy person. And
I see.
Yeah.
And it makes all the sense.
He's just trying to, get to Nefertiti.
Yes.
Or no, wait. Or is it Nefertari? One of them. They were related. Remember. It doesn't matter.
I haven't played the game in so long.
I know, right?
Someone in the chat has asked us to say who is Dwayne Powers in every game. Because in the past we have said Dwayne Powers is a character in every single game since Stay Tuned for Danger. I would like to say that he did in fact go to jail.
Yeah.
He was in jail until Ghost Dogs of Moonlight came out before Haunted Carousel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ghost Dogs of Moonlight, then, is the first one where he came out.
He served very little time because the justice system is broken, and it doesn't matter that you try to bomb places.
So, here,
Sorry.
let's look at, I'm gonna bring up the list. So, he was in jail from Stay Tuned for Danger, Message in a Haunted Mansion, Royal Tower, Final Scene, Scarlet Hand. But then he was out. Ghost Dogs of Moonlight, we've already said he was Jeff Akers.
He was committing his first act of blackface.
He got it in early. The Haunted Carousel, I'm going to have to say that he's Harlan. Because he went to, we already have the whole, he went to, Or he's Tink.
Yeah, he's Tank.
He's not actually there.
That's why that voice is so weird.
So weird. It's something that Dwayne puts on. It would only be something that an actor would put on. It's definitely Tink. He has the real Tink there, like, kidnapped.
And Tink's like, I don't sound like that!
Yep. That's exactly what it is. Danger on Deception Island.
He's actually one of the smugglers on the ship.
Yeah, he was in the background for that one.
He's one of the ones that we hear talking when we're sneaking around.
Secret of Shadow Ranch. I think the same thing. He's one of the people. Mm-hmm. One of the other bank robbers. He's like, I'll get in on this. Curse of Blackmore Manor.
He's who's actually out there. It's not like Jane's out there.
Jane's not out there with the things on. No. He's out there with like eyes in.
Just coincidentally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just trying to be creepy.
Yeah.
Secret of the Old Clock is a LARP, as I've said before.
Doesn't count.
It doesn't
He was watching us in the mini golf area, but he honestly kept losing track the rest of the time. Yeah. So he just stayed there.
Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon, he was Charlena Purcell. Because that was not the same voice as the Charlena Purcell that we heard before, so this was an impersonator. Agreed.
Yeah.
Danger by Design. I would say Jean-Michel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can go with that.
Because he's the only one who could just be impersonated. Everyone else has, like, stuff going on, but he's just out in a cafe. So.
You just have to have the right authority to.
Yeah, so it's like, okay.
Dwayne was super into, like, having, like, a fat suit on and being, like, applying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was super into it.
Mm-hmm.
Creature of Kapu Cave, he was the guy who got fired. Whose suit that we got. So, thanks for getting fired. White Wolf of Icicle Creek.
He was the jealous boyfriend?
Yeah, the one who stabbed Elsa's tires.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just got
we
too romantically
over that in that game.
Yeah, he got too romantically involved with Elsa while preparing for the, he was getting method acting going on, and, got too into it. And then, his whole jealous boyfriend thing happened again, like when he tried to kill,
Maddie.
Rick Harlan.
Oh, yeah.
Just that.
Yeah.
Legend of the Crystal Skull. It's not Shorty in the gumbo cart. It's actually Dwayne Powers dressed as Shorty.
Because he took some things from Shorty's,
Yeah.
drawers, He was just like, I'm here.
Phantom of Venice.
He's one of the, the Italian police people.
Yeah. He's one of the Italian police people that helps with the stakeout.
Italian police people.
Haunting of Castle Malloy. He's one of the people that we serve drinks to.
Mm-hmm. He orders the grossest drink.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't know which one it is, but it's him.
Obviously, Ransom of the Seven Ships, we know.
Yeah.
Because he's there. But he comes back. Because he doesn't get arrested. Nope. He just disappears. So he's in all the other ones, too.
Mm-hmm.
Warnings at Will of the Academy, though, he does lay low. He doesn't come back for that one.
No.
You're
like, I could dress as a girl. No,
wait.
You know what?
No, I'm not gonna fit in there. Trail of the Twister.
I don't know, he's driving around in one of those cars.
It's just one of the cars that we crash into.
Yeah, one of the cars that just inexplicably crashes into us.
Shadow at Water's Edge, he's Logan.
Oh.
That's why Logan gets fired later.
Yeah.
Because Bess and George don't really remember what he looks like. So...
No. They weren't there.
Yeah, I mean, Bess got kidnapped by him.
Well...
Logan...
I didn't think about Ransom Some Ships.
Captive Curse. He's just one of the townspeople where you knock on the door.
Yeah.
And he just yells vaguely German noises, and that's why it just says yelling in German. Because it doesn't actually say anything.
And this is where he meets Anya, and they plan to team up.
Yes, and now in the rest of them, Anya and Dwayne are in all of them. Alibi and Ashes, Anya and Dwayne. Let's find them.
All right.
Oh, actually, Alibi and Ashes, he has to get Anya out of jail, so they're not in that one.
Yeah, exactly.
Tomb of the Lost Queen, they are in the group that just left.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, sorry. Deadly Device. Oh, that one's harder.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of recon at this point.
Yeah.
Because Dwayne was like, yeah, you're out? Let's go jump on this. And Anya's like, hold on, Buster.
Yeah,
we're not going in without a plan.
Yeah, Anya's better at this, obviously.
Yes. Anya's a much better villain.
Because otherwise, Deadly Device, he would have just been in there.
Mm-hmm.
He just would have been like, yes, I am also working here. But she's like, dude, no. Ghost of Thornton Hall, he's the boat guy. And Anya's just watching from across the island with binoculars.
Mm-hmm. They're team rocketing it.
Yeah, exactly. Silent Spy.
He, they tried to get around for that, but Cathedral was like, hey, what's going on? So
they're just like in Glasgow, just there.
Yeah,
they have
there,
no clue where Nancy is. They have no clue where Nancy is.
They go there to be like on Nancy and are immediately met by Cathedral people who are like, no. You're gonna sit this one out.
Or like Zoe Wolf actually is like, fuck off.
I thought about that.
Shattered Medallion, they're one of the teams that gets eliminated.
Yes.
Early.
And Anya is super pissed because she wanted to win. She is a very competitive.
Like, and Dwayne is like, we weren't here to actually win. We were just here to try and kill Nancy. And she's like, I know that.
I know why I'm here.
But I also wanted to win. Labyrinth of Lies. They were like the supply. They also were working there, but then they got kind of fired.
Yeah.
Lots of people got fired for like misplacing shipments and stuff.
Yeah.
So I like to think that Dwayne with a really bad Greek accent was one of those people. Melina was always like, why are you always talking in English? And he's like, I don't know. And she's like, okay, you're fired.
Meanwhile, Anya spoke fluent Greek.
So, and it's like, yeah. So then she left with him. And then Sea of Darkness, they were just towns members.
They didn't get out much because Dwayne was like, it's so cold out there.
And everyone was always like, you weren't born here. Not that Nancy noticed, but everyone was like, who are you? Where did you come from? And they're like, we're always here. And they're like, no, you're not.
We know when people are from here or not. This guy was born 1 town over.
Yeah. So it's like, we've been here all our lives. No, you have not.
Let's check the registry. We
Pretty
keep
much
on hand at all times.
Yeah. And I don't remember the Dossier
a weird
games.
freaking place.
So I cannot say the Dossier games.
No.
And we'll just have to figure out if Midnight and Sailing comes out where Anya and Dwayne are. Which has to now be part of our reviews for games if more come out. Mm-hmm. Where were Anya and Dwayne?
Yeah. And who's the alien?
And who's the alien?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, another of our crackpot theories was that Ned is a robot.
Yeah.
And that's why he acts weird every once in a while, is because he gets a bug in his system.
Yeah.
That's why Captive Curse was so weird.
Nancy's like, oh. And they say, you broke Ned. And she's like, ugh, I shouldn't have told the Hardys that he's a robot.
Yeah. Because,
it just seemed like I could have them robot sit when I went out of town, but like...
Exactly. But it's
they let him eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and now he's freaking out about our relationship again, and...
He's all gunked up. He's all gunked up.
I told him not to let him have the chunky kind.
His processors can't do it. Also, side note, not a crackpot theory, Anya is 37.
Yeah.
It's like a 37-year-old is doing all that shit for revenge. It's like, grow up.
As of that game?
Yeah.
Okay.
In that game. Yeah. She'd be 45 today. She'd be 45 right now.
Still chasing after that girl.
Yeah. With Dwayne, who's in his 60s. 50s? 50s. Probably 50s.
Probably 50s? I don't know.
Was he in his 30s?
Yeah, they were all supposed to be in, like, their mid-30s. Early mid-30s.
Then 50s. Then 50s, yeah. So, he's in his 50s. She's in 45. They're still going after Nancy, who is somehow 19. Robot Nancy.
Robo-Nancy. Hashtag Robo-Nancy.
Or Vamp Nancy.
I don't know, I'm sorry. What did I say?
Nancy Bot?
Nancy Droid.
Nancy Droid. Ah, yeah.
Nancy Droid.
Nancy Droid. I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Like 2 more. Just like 2 more, and then we'll be good. What about one of the earlier games? We don't talk about the earlier games as much.
I feel like that's not true at all, but
crackpot theory for Secret of Shadow Ranch. The reason that you get fired if you pick the vegetables when they're unripe is that the vegetables are actually like endangered species and they're heirloom varieties and it's illegal to pick them when they are unripe because you're depriving them of...
You got it? Keep going?
Of reaching their full potential. So, and reaching more seeds. So if they don't create more seeds, then you are making them more endangered.
And furthermore...
And that's my say on that.
Beautiful.
I just put more words together.
That was wonderful. That was great.
Thank you. Environmental.
There is no Togo. Crackpot theory. There is no fucking Togo. There has never been a Togo.
No,
We've never seen proof of this goddamn dog.
I mean,
he doesn't exist.
We've seen pictures.
We have seen stock photos of dogs.
That's very true. And that's like, the family has like a dog basket, but it's like there's no other...
There is no other evidence of a dog.
There's no like scratching on any furniture. Either they don't have a dog or this is the most perfect dog ever. Because they have hardwood floors. Yeah. And there's no scratching on that hardwood floor. And it's like, sure. Also, adding on to that, Hannah has been dead since Message in a Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I mean, we don't talk to her. We leave her messages.
And she sends us emails. And she sends us that snack basket. But we don't know that's from her. We never have any actual...
Carson just never was able to break the news to Nancy, and so he's like, oh no, she's off visiting a cousin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hannah has been dead since after Message in a Haunted Mansion.
She helped her friend Rose, and she felt like her life was complete, and she just died. Because Hannah's supposed to be old, guys.
She's old.
I know that she's young in this new Nancy Drew movie that's not in theaters anywhere.
It's only in AMC's. That's it.
And even then, it's... anyway.
It's in three theaters in the entire Denver metropolitan area.
Yeah, it's in 4 in all of San Diego County.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's why we did not do it yet. Otherwise, we would have reviewed it tonight for you all.
Yes.
But seeing as how we cannot get out to it yet...
Give us a minute.
But yeah. So, those are our crackpot theories this time. With an entire list of Dwayne's appearances. Which I, thank you, am very glad to have done.
I'm gonna go to play those games next and be like, I see you, Dwayne. I fucking see you.
Bitch. But yes, so if you have more crackpot theories to tell us, because we love them, this is it's our favorite thing to read on our videos and all of our posts.
Fact.
So please tell us your crackpot theories on our Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and our fancy website, krolmeistersisters.youtube.com.
You can also find us on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Podcast, and you can leave us reviews and everything on there. I just want you to know that I started laughing because I thought you were going to go Twitch, Twitter, find some other
Twotube. Twotube. No, don't. That's probably a porn site.
It's probably a porn site.
Don't go there. We're not there. You can also subscribe to us on Twitch and get access to our cute little wine glass emote. And if enough of you guys subscribe to us, we get access to a second emote slot.
What?
Which I want to do one that says Scopa, but I don't know if that would be possible because Scopa is Italian slang for fuck.
That makes sense.
So, I want to, though.
They just have us yelling fuck in Italy.
I mean, it really means to sweep, so you're sweeping the board clean.
Mm-hmm.
But it's slang for fuck. So, you know.
I want to get into, the origin of that, but
we'll figure it out. And you can also support us on Patreon to get access to our podcast night VODs, as well as weekly Streamcat updates. as well as you can tell us what to talk about on podcast night. And you don't have to sneak it into our survey. So, as a reminder, I'm Marisa.
And I'm Mariana.
And we're the Krolmeister sisters. And we're asking you guys to stay sleuthy.